Hello there, I'm Goddess Phoenix from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi Goddess Phoenix, why are you here at DomCon?
I am here because it's our 10th anniversary for DomCon, and basically because it's where you need to be.
Okay, what do you think then is the best thing about DomCon?
There's so many things. There's not just one particular thing. There's the vendors area, tons of vendors, tons of fetish clothing. There's great classes. We have great industry classes for Dom. We have great classes for just individual people who want to learn about the fetishes. So it's a great event to be at.
And you've travelled around the world with this kind of thing. How do you think this differs from other events around either the US or around the world?
I think it's an eclectic group of women that get together with this convention that kind of unite. It brings a lot of people in from the outside world who are totally unaware about what goes on in dominatrix's world and the classes. So this kind of gives us a chance to explore and put ourselves out there.
Now I know you are on the advisory board for DomCon 13, and what do you hope to get out of DomCon 13?
DomCon 13. Oh, that's a tricky question. I'd like to have more people, more mistresses involved. I'd love to be able to bring more events and challenges with the upcoming 2013. So we have the DomCon 10th anniversary in Atlanta coming up in October.
Okay, and is that a similar setup to DomCon LA?
It is. It's very similar to that. It's just in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. And you've been pro-dom for how long?
15 years.
15 years. How do you think the fetish world has changed in those last 5 to 15 years?
Dramatically. I think it has changed dramatically, especially with the 50 Grades of Shades. There's a lot more out there. It's not behind the doors anymore. It's not so taboo. Fetishes are out there, and people are becoming to realize that it's not so taboo.
Okay. What made you first get into the fetish scene?
I love dominating. I love taking control. And I'm very
I can see that. Okay. Do you remember your first scene?
My first scene, yes, I do. It was actually in high school. So I would have to say that it was something that I kind of played around with a boyfriend that I had, and I tied him up because he lost his football game. And I loved it from that point, so it was just kind of interesting.
Now there's an exhibition downstairs with stalls and that sort of thing. Have you seen anything that you particularly like? Any toys that you're going to buy from downstairs? Anything that you particularly have to have?
The vendors area is full of everything from DVDs to clothing to latex. So I'll probably be visiting all of them, trying to get a little bit of latex and maybe some other play items that we have down there.
And did you bring anyone with you to bring out their credit card for this?
I brought 2 or 3 with me.
Excellent. If you could give any woman wanting to become a dom any advice, what would you give them?
Research. Always research, and always find a protege, someone, or a mentor. You want to find a mentor, someone who is going to train you, teach you the correct way. You want to find someone who has been in the scene for a while. We've got some ladies who have been in the scene for 20 years, like Mistress Precious out of Houston, Texas.
We're going to be interviewing her later, which is going to be great.
Oh, that is awesome. You'll love her. She is amazing.
Is that the same with submissives as well? I've heard that you are you're creating a Goddess Phoenix University. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, I can. It is going to be for Dom trips, and that's going to be held in the Dominican Republic, and that also will be in October. And if you've never attended a Dom trip, you better look it up. Beautiful goddesses, global goddesses from around the world attend this. And it's unlike anything you've ever seen.
So people sign up for that and they come along and they get trained by you in the university in order to be able to serve a dom properly?
That is correct.
Okay.
They go through proper protocols. I give them a series of tests. There will be a report card, and every dom there will have that report card, and they will be grading that sub on his behavior and the acts and how well he follows his protocols.
That sounds amazing. And is there the same sort of thing if new DOMs want to come along to that? Are they going to be able to speak to other DOMs about kind of training and stuff there as well?
Absolutely, in this university, and they're at Dom Trips. It is at a beautiful resort. There are dominatrices from around the world that welcome people open arms. I mean, it is an eclectic group of beautiful, intelligent, just amazing women who really, really, you know, it's no protocol that is followed there. You know, this is just something where a bunch of beautiful DOMs get together. They have their subs there. It is amazing. It's something that everyone needs to attend, whether you're a dominant or whether you're a submissive.
Okay. Now, coming back to DomCon, you're on the advisory board, aren't you?
That's correct.
Okay, so that's fabulous. So you have some input into what happens here and how things are run. If you could do anything for either the Atlanta event or 2014, what would you like to do?
I would like to see more of a stage presence with upcoming DOMs. I would like to see DOMs that we haven't seen before, maybe some video DOMs. I would love to have some of those out there to attend DomCon. That would be good. Because
the industry's changed quite a lot in the past, 10 to 15 years, and that's certainly one way that it's definitely gone, so that would be awesome as well. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And here's a question for you. If you could have anyone in the world as a submissive, and have them as your submissive, who would you have?
Oh my gosh, does it have to be a submissive? Could it be just anybody?
Just anybody, that you could make them into your slave or your submissive. Who would you have?
Oh, that is challenging. Who would be a person that I would never be able to break, that I would love?
I don't believe there's somebody that you couldn't break.
Oh, there is just one particular lady in Houston that I would love. I won't mention names, but I'd love to have her on a collar and leash at my feet. And, oh my God, that's precious, isn't it? I think I mentioned her before.
Well, we'll be interviewing her later, so we will get some response on that. Goddess Phoenix, it's been beautiful having you here. Thank you so much for interviewing for skin2.com, and we look forward to seeing you and your beautiful, beautiful physique around the exhibition and the parties. Thank you so much.
Thank you.